1 2 1 1 2 3 1 1 5 1 1 2 2 1.
Do you guys remember what I said last time about using a microphone instead of a lapel to not have issues? But, you know, God is a funny God, and we're all excited to be here tonight on another night of storytellers, and we're so thankful that you guys have made it, even though it is very inclement weather, very cold. I see a lot of sweaters in the building, but we're all here. We're going to have a great time in the Lord, and we appreciate Brother Corbin and everyone on the media team who diligently see, if they mess up, then I have to mess up, because we are one church here. We can't just let one ministry fall by the wayside, okay? We all got to be one. So tonight I have actually my very best friend in the whole entire world, Miranda. Everybody give Miranda a hand clap for being up here. If anybody knows anything about Miranda, she is definitely not a vocal person. She is definitely behind the scenes, but she has decided that she was ready to share her story, and we're extremely grateful for that. So Sister Miranda, would you like to start by telling us what exactly you do at your secular job and what you do to serve here at the church?
I work at the Georgia International Horse Park, and I am a event coordinator supervisor in facility maintenance. And here at the church, I serve as a co-leader in the prayer ministry. And I also help Uncle Joe and Sister Rosie clean the church anytime they need me to. Basically, I'll do whatever, but not anything to do with people.
With talking to people. She loves people, loves serving people, but this is like a long time coming. So how about you tell us how you got to faith?
So you had actually been incarcerated with Haley Klein, and she invited us to come here, and we've pretty much been here ever since.
So do you remember like did you have any church experience before we started coming here?
A little on and off, but nothing steady.
Okay, gotcha. And so do you remember like your first experience with God? Was that before here, or did it happen here?
I would say like an intimate experience with God, it happened here. God revealed to me the only way that he could forgive me is if I could forgive other people. And I was like, oh, okay.
Was there like a specific someone in your life that you had struggled to forgive, or it was just forgiveness as a whole? And once that happened, how did God show up in your life once you had that revelation?
I would say forgiveness as a whole. If I got mad at somebody, I stayed mad at them. It wasn't, if I was mad at you, I wouldn't talk to you ever again, basically. And God worked on me, and it wasn't easy. It was hard. The process of healing is painful.
Yeah, absolutely. But you didn't come here alone. You actually came here with two boys that everybody, if you know Miranda, you know Trenton and Zayden. And actually, Miranda, Trenton, and Zayden's relationship is pretty unique. Do you feel like going into that tonight?
We can.
Okay. All right. So you just go ahead.
I met Trenton, well, actually, I was there when Trenton was born, but I met Zayden when he was 2 years old, and his biological mom, was a drug addict. I had a tendency of hanging out with people with bad habits, and I didn't have those bad habits myself. And when I met them, I found out why God had me hanging out with people that had all these issues, because they were a part of what my purpose was going to be.
Okay. And would you like to elaborate? What was the purpose of you being friends with, and what's her name?
Angela.
Angela specifically, and how that worked with you now having the boys.
So Trenton was born, and Angela failed the drug screen for methamphetamine, and something happened with Zayden. He burned his leg or something, and a DFACS case got opened up. And when the DFACS case got opened up, I showed up to every court date. And they were in foster care in another home. They had been taken from where me and Angela were living and placed in a foster home. I was able to see them. Trenton ended up in the ICU one time, and the family couldn't stay with them, so I actually got to stay at the hospital with Trenton. And I was given an opportunity to prove myself that I was capable of taking care of them. And finally, they got to come and be with me at my house, and I became their foster mom. And that went on for about 2.5 years, and Angela never did anything to, there's like a bunch of rules you have to follow and classes you have to take, and she didn't do any of the things that she was supposed to do. So I ended up calling my mom and dad and seeing if we could come and move in with them because they weren't going to come out of foster care.
Gotcha. So at that point, that was whenever you and your family, the courts actually allowed you guys to fully adopt them. And so they've been with you since Trenton was born, and he is 10 now. So a whole decade has passed since these kids have been with you. And you mentioned that God had a unique plan for you to be associated with people with a different lifestyle because of what happened from that. But was it like that from the beginning? Like when you, like, from the outside looking in, it's like you're this innocent bystander, and these kids essentially just fell in your lap, and now you're taking care of them. How did you see it at the beginning, and then how has God changed your idea of that now, 10 years later?